Hi and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to have a look at Ergo Kukke's latest instrument, and he's been very busy lately. Hopefully watch some of the other Ergo Kukke videos, aleatoric and trails. Are enjoying those instruments if you have bought them. So these are different. So there's three new instruments. So there's the DUDUK, there's a handpan, and then there's a tongue. So they are both kind of steel drums. The tongue is kind of smaller and the handpan is a slightly bigger and thicker steel drum. So these are the kind of three that have come out. The DUDUK is still on offer for 12 days, so you'll be able to get that for a measly £23.80. I will point out that you do need the full version of Contact for these, and they are big downloads. So what the hell is a DUDUK? Well, it is made of aged apricot wood and is an historic Armenian traditional woodwind instrument. It has now been made famous as it was featured in the Dune movies scored by Hans Zimmer. The sound of it is meditative and haunting. It's sounding similar to an oboe and saxophone. The reed of the DUDUK is handmade from reed cane and requires preparation with water to make it come alive. The Contact instrument is mostly 192 Hz 32-bit and it is 3 GB, featuring main and also experimental articulations that are expanded in extended chromatic scales. Right, let's see what we are getting. So 82 snapshots. So you can see you get 24 natural, 17 drones, 36 sound design, 4 rhythms and an init patch. So there are articulations included as well. So you've got things like sustain vibrato, full and half trill, crescendos, flutter, ornaments, phrases, breaths, crying, falls and rather staccato, teeth, alternative deep reed finger vibration. 26 drones are included to accompany these notes from a cello, violin, bamboo flute, accordion, harmonica, and tongue drums, and the handpan were specifically recorded for this project. Right, so he's been very, very busy. So individual notes have markings like C2 or C4, where on the keyboard the articulations start. For example, C2 indicates the articulation starts at the instrument's lowest note. The percussion loops are tempo synced using the time machine and are natively programmed at 100 BPM. So you need the Pulse software to download this, but it is fairly straightforward. That is the DUDUK, and like I said, I'm going to do a separate video for the handpan and the tongue together, since they are kind of similar type instruments. So anyway, so that is a kind of brief overview of what it's all about. Get Contact open and hear what it sounds like. So here we are in Contact 7, and I have got DUDUK open, and I have already done a few presets as you can see here. So these are the ones that you get with it. Drones, there's natural, there's rhythms, and there's sound design, and you get an init as well. If you have watched any of my other Ergo Kukke videos, you will know how these work. But if you haven't, I will just give you a quick recap. So this is the main page, and you have your 4 samples here, and you can click and select a different sample and play around and make your own presets. And like I said, each sample has a power switch, so you can switch them off and on, solo and randomize, and it has the velocity, sensitivity. You have a source, an envelope, a filter, and an EQ for each one, and they are all the same. You also have the effects page, where you can add chorus, distort, lo-fi, delay, filter, spatial, and convolution, and there is different presets there as well. So we could change that to interstellar. You've got the mod page, where you can select different modulation sources. So you've got 4 LFOs and 4 envelopes, and then you've got the movement page, which is my favorite thing of all time. So you can have horizontal, vertical, or circular movement, and this is your kind of XY pad here. You've got randomize all and polyphony. You can switch the movement off and on as well. So distortion on and convolution and delay, and I have got horizontal movement on. So yeah, that gives you a kind of idea what it sounds like. I'll just run through some of my presets first. So that said, you can get some quite different sounds. Let's say I'll start off with some drones. And like I said, you can go into effects, and like I said, there's nothing switched on on most of Ergo's kind of presets, so we can switch the chorus on. Or delay. Like I said, you've got quite a lot of drones there, and let's try drone orchestra. Very nice. And then we've got natural. So these are the kind of natural reed sounding ones. So we'll start off with this one. So that is the kind of natural sound of the DUDUK. And very nice it is too. There's some articulation. So this is the lips articulation. So that is really kind of Dune-like. So for instance, there's nothing on the movement, so we could put some circular movement on. Can't really see this with the, I'll put mind pull on so you can actually see it. So yeah, so that is kind of articulations. Let's say crescendo. An ornament. So these are obviously great starting points for creating your own presets. And let's put wormhole on, and let's put some horizontal movement, and we'll bring that down to about there. So we'll put another preset in, and so we could have ornament, what we on ornament 1, let's have ornament 6 as well. So we could change the volume and pan that off right and left. Or we could have have some reed, deep reed finger. Oh, very nice. So like I said, these are really good starting points for creating your own stuff. Let's have a look at the phrases. Sustained vibrato. So we could have another, let's see what we got. Let's try. That's what that sounds like. So let's have a listen to some rhythms. So yeah, there's a few of those, and then the best ones are the sound designs. So let's have a go at what's my forbidden tempo. Chorus, convolution and delay, and let's say there's no movement. Let's put some vertical movement on. Polyphony on. That's quite nice. And what else have we got? Heaven's Pad. Let's have a look at Pad. So let's try Old World 2. Planning Witchcraft. So obviously combining this with some of the other Ergo like trails and aleatoric and tongue and handpan, you're going to get some quite cool kind of cinematic stuff. Which is the kind of whole point of it. You're going to kind of combine this with something else. Wheel of Souls. Ruins of the Old. let's try the dark sphere. I'll finish off with the kind of last one that I've done. This is Mines of Mordor. So we've got some movement. So that's a kind of quick look at the DUDUK. There's two other ones to come, the Handpan and the Tongue, and I'm going to do them kind of together in one video, because like I said, you kind of get the idea now of how this works, and I do really like Ergo's kind of way of working. And like I said, this movement page is genius. There's no other word for it, and it's just a shame other people have not kind of came up with something as good. I'm talking about obviously native instruments, so you've got the ability to change these samples in a ton of different ways. So let's say we've created quite a lot of sounds from basically what is a flute-like instrument. So as usual, if you are enjoying these videos, please like, subscribe, share and comment, and I will see you in the next one.